good evening. Just a quick sound check. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Awesome. Okay, let's get started. Welcome guys to the channel. I think you guys are new to this channel, if I'm not mistaken. So I've set up a short flight in the Airbus 320 from an airport in the UK, so it's Birmingham. So believe it or not, this is a freeware airport, but quite easily mistake it for payware because the level of detail is pretty impressive really all around. So this, what you can see in the background is the city of Birmingham in the UK. That's the city centre just right there. So the airport is not far from the city centre really. That's a pretty big city. We're taking off from runway 33 today, which is right there. It's only a short taxi. And we'll see how it goes. So I've loaded up X-Plane Beta 14. So this is the latest beta for X-Plane. And I played with it for a little bit, and it's pretty good so far. So this will be the first time I do a flight in it, so if anything goes wrong, excuse me. But yeah, it's only a test really, more than anything, nothing serious. Mr. Snuffle Bunny, cool name. No, I haven't done any flights or streams in Canada, but I'd like to, because I used to fly quite a lot in Canada in sim, and it's a pretty scenic place, so certainly I'll have to do some videos soon.
Okay, a push cart is on it.
Know where the push cart's going. Could have just pulled right up and pushed me back, but no, it's going somewhere. Ah, there he is. There we go, there's the first glitch. At least he's coming back. Come on.
Here we go.
Yes,
Hey, I need your brakes off.
Elliptic records, from what I've seen so far, it seems really good actually. I think there's frame rate count, as you can see here. It's, in fact, I can just put it on. So in this view here, it's getting around 40 or so, 42. This is quite a detailed scenery area, so it will drop. Plus, I lose around 10 FPS when I'm streaming. So before I started streaming, this was around 35. So as you can see, it's around 25.
Okay, safe travels.
But, it's okay. It's still, doable. Okay, let's go for it.
Flaps 1.
When the seatbelt sign illuminates, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other,
Flaps
and
2.
tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap.
Yeah, it's
Place your seatbelt.
I noticed
Push the button
in
forward.
this new
The car
beta
senses emergency
they've
and
released
signals in ramp. Two forward, two
an
aft.
updated version of their clouds. I
Please
have
take a
had a
few
look at it
moments
and it's
now to
pretty
locate
good.
your
I mean,
thermal
it's
casing.
definitely
Also check if
from
any
a
air pressure or
performance
fluid
point of view, it's
filter.
definitely better than the
In the event
previous
of any
default clouds,
collision,
because that just
acknowledge
killed the
fasten
FPS
the
every time.
light if you're in front of you.
But they've done
To start
certainly
the
a good
flight
job of that
remotely,
this time.
pull the nest towards you.
Still not,
Unlike the
in
stick
my opinion, is
located
not
in
as
the
good as
junction
X
near your
Enviro,
seat between the
which
armrests.
is what I've got
When
loaded
instructed
up
to do
now.
so, open the
I've
plastic
already
pouch
noticed the
next to the
first
nest.
glitch with
Slip it over your head.
this update.
Pass
So
this
when I'm
part through the
taxiing and
liquid to
turn, you
the
can see a
ventilating
slight
vent. To inflate the vest,
unusual head
pull
shake.
on the red cord only when leaving the
So I wonder
aircraft.
if
When
this is an
entering the
X-Plane
vest,
issue
blow into
or
the
the
mouthpieces.
320.
Use
I
the
have a
whistle
feeling there
method
is an
to
option
achieve
here.
detection. You will find this and all the other safety
There you go, camera
information in
shake
the card
off.
located in the seat pocket
Let's
in
see if
front
that
of you.
actually fixes the
We'd
issue.
suggest you read it before takeoff. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our crew members. We wish you all an enjoyable flight.
Seems okay. It's lucky. So we'll stick with that, I think. Very long runway, so I think it'll be okay from here. Yeah, so this scenery is freeware, and it always really baffles me how they've built something. Okay, I'm going to hold here just a second because there's a load of birds on the runway. Definitely don't want a bird strike. I don't think they're going to go actually. Okay, let's see. Are they still there? Yep. Let's wait for them to go. I've had way too many engine strikes, bird strikes, even during a stream, which is pretty awkward, really. Okay, so there they are again. Interesting. Do I risk it? Let's go for it. Why not? Yeah, elliptic. From just the very quick test that I've done earlier, it definitely seems a lot more optimized, doesn't it?
Power set.
There you go, some warnings which are unnecessary. There we go, come on birds, get out of the way. Should be okay now, they're just going over the aircraft.
Too low, flaps. Too low, terrain.
Gear up.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Too low, gear. Too low,
Yeah, so I'm
gear.
getting
Too low, gear.
some unusual warnings which I shouldn't be right now.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
It's okay. Don't expect it to be perfect, do we? Whilst before they launch it.
Speed check. Flaps 0.
Okay, let's set auto throttle at least. And let's see.
Autopilot 1. Cross check.
Let's climb to 15,000. Let's set this. There you go. be okay for now. There you go, so we've got sunset. It's a bit hazy. It's okay, it's a nice clear day. So this is a bit of a test for me. I don't normally stream this time of the evening, so I'm based in the UK and it's 12:41 AM. So I thought I'd try a slightly different time, see if I've got a slightly different audience, which definitely seems the case. The chat is a lot quieter than normal. Normally can't keep up, but that's okay. Those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, and please go ahead and subscribe and like. So anytime I go live, you'll be able to see, get notification. Yes, it is. This is the latest Jar 320, but it's not the final release, it's the beta version. As you can see, Birmingham's a pretty big city, really. It's not the biggest city in the UK, but it's certainly one of. Okay, let's lock onto that. I noticed that autopilot is playing up a little bit in this version, so let's see what it's going to do now. I'm supposed to fly towards Daventry, but I don't think it's going to do that, so I'm just going to set it manually, I think, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, it's a pretty good view from here, isn't it? Joshua. Well, the main thing, you're enjoying it, hopefully. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you on the channel before either. Yeah, let's have a look. I think it's we're sort of on track, so that's the main thing. Yeah, it's not doing what it's supposed to, but that's okay. There's no harm in manually flying it. So I'm using Author for XP actually. So I've got quite a wide area in the UK. Birmingham is almost the most north I've done. So I'm going from sort of Birmingham all the way down to the south coast. So it's quite a big area. Today we're flying to Bristol, which is not too far. It's sort of class southwest of the UK. Hi to speaking. X-Enviro settings, yes, of course I can show you. Not one of those sort of serious YouTubers where I don't interrupt flight. So I see, yep, I've got X-Enviro. Because I switch between X-Enviro and SkyMax Pro, but X-Enviro is really my favourite. But yeah, with regards to settings, there we go. Nothing too fancy, I would say. In fact, the range is not very far. Notice when I turn up the range, the detail, and the maximum visible range, I'm not really seeing that much of a difference really. And same with the detail. I mean, yeah, you get a few more clouds, you get a slight hit. Well, actually quite a big hit, so I'm getting around just under 30 frames when I turn this up. It hasn't made too much of a difference, I suppose. Yeah, low 20s maybe. It's certainly more stuttery, I would say. So I'm not too fussed about that. Quite happy with the way it is. But yeah. Thank you, Joshua. Very kind of you. Hi, Rudolph. Yes, indeed, I am using Xenviro. Hence that beautiful sky. Can't beat it. And just climb a little bit more to 15,000. I think that should be okay. And I think I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Yeah, so Mr. Snuffle Bunny, cool name. I think you know, it depends on your budget really, but it might be worth exploring the GTX 1080 Ti, because I think that is going to help. I will be getting it hopefully in the next few weeks or so. I'm hoping it'll make a difference. It should do in theory. I know the thing is with X-Plane, it's CPU bound, so you can get the best graphics card in the world, but if your CPU sucks, it's going to be pretty pointless having a decent graphics card. I'm currently running a K4790 i7, and I've overclocked it to 4.8, and it's running around, I think, at idle around 48 degrees, which is pretty good. I've been running at 4.6 recently. That's really where I've been sat, but I decided to overclock it slightly yesterday. Haven't had any issues, but if for whatever reason conks out, then you know why. Yes, exactly. You can go multiplayer using VATSIM or iVow, and I think they're doing something so you can actually go multiplayer within X-Plane. I think it's already available, but I've not used it myself, but I've seen others use it. So, as you can see, hovering around sort of late 30 FPS, early 40s. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, for those of you who just joined, I do lose around 10 FPS while streaming and recording. So you can see that FPS, you know, it's 40 now. Normally I would be getting 50. So they've done a very good job at this in this version. So this is public beta 14, which was released earlier today. Hi, WoW IT Services. No, it does not support SLE, unfortunately, which is a bummer. So this is something that frustrates me a little bit, to be honest, when developers don't, you know, I make it sound like it's an easy thing. I'm sure it's not, but it would be ideal if you know, they were able to take advantage of all the hardware that we can get today, because this would be, you know, you could probably run this at like 80 FPS. and then everyone will stop talking about FPS. It depends really. How expensive a PC needs to be will really depend on a number of things, I guess. I think the important thing for me, I built the PC myself, so you can save quite a lot doing that. It depends whether you can do that or you know someone who can help you with that. If you were to buy a PC of my spec, I'm sure it won't be that cheap really, but you know, I think all in all it was just under $2,500, which really I would say is pretty good for the specs. So say I'm running 4.8 gigahertz, 16 gig RAM. You don't need more RAM than that. I've never really had any issues with RAM. And then I'm running on a GTX 1080, and of course I've got, I think, 1 or 2 terabytes, I can't remember, I think it's 2 terabytes SSD. I think that's also pretty important, I would say. Rudolph, no, you can't see the meter on Exavaro just yet. On 320, someone asked if this was the Neo. Yes, it is, Joshua. This is the Neo Airbus. But you can get the meter information here, and you can update it. And of course, arrival airport as well. And if you update it, it will change. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, that's not necessarily available on all aircrafts. So I used to do this, but since a lot of my viewers, you know, return most of the time, but as I say, this is a slightly new time for me. So I'll be keen to find out where you're from. So if you just go ahead and type in the chat where you're from, it'll be nice to see. I really hope it will support SLE in the future. I think it has to go that way, really. I think a lot of people will demand that. And I also think X-Plane certainly, and I know the other sims don't take advantage of multi-cores to the full potential. So I think that would also be very important if they were to optimize it so we can take full advantage of all cores. Again, since X-Plane and especially FSX and P3D are very CPU dependent, it just seems like you know, the natural thing to do, really. But as I say, I'm not a developer, so I don't really know what it involves. I'm sure it's not as simple as that, otherwise they would have done it by now. Aha, so I'm starting to recognize some of your names. Awesome. So there's yeah, there's quite a big variety of you from different places, so welcome all. So if you are new to the channel, I would very much appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. I'm also going to link my Facebook page. It's a fairly new page, but you're welcome to join and share posts about your, if you are doing flight sims and that kind of thing. If you've got pictures, videos to share, that sort of thing, you're welcome to join. I'll get you approved on the channel, on the page. And soon I'll be doing giveaways. So the last giveaway I did recently on my channel was for Explain 11, and a gentleman in South America won that, and quite a lot of you entered that competition. So I think that was when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So definitely subscribe to the channel and join that Facebook page, because I think there's some cool things coming up soon. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Snuffle Bunny. So do all of you, are you all Explain users, or are some of you P3D or FSX? That's also an interesting question, I find. So go ahead and type what sort of sim you normally fly. I moved from P3D just over 6 months ago. I've always tried Explain, downloaded it and tried the demo, and I always just thought it was not good enough. But when just before Explain 11, I decided to try Explain 10 when I bought my GTX 1080, and I was really impressed. And not long afterwards, they released the Explain 11, and wow, that was just something else. It was just really, really impressive. So I've not gone back. If I pause, it's only because I'm having a drink. My throat gets dry very quickly doing these streams. Okay, so a lot of you are mixed, really. Well, the good thing about Explain 11, you can just download a demo and try it. You don't have to buy it, you're not committed to it or anything, which is pretty cool.
Spoilers full.
So I'm going to try and descend a little bit quicker. So my current frame rate's around mid-30s, but as I explained earlier, I lose around 10 FPS while streaming and recording, so it would be around 40 right now. But I am flying over photo scenery and all sorts of things using paywork aircraft, which seems to be performing a little bit less than. Yeah, it's not as good as what it was yesterday before the update. But yeah, some of the default aircraft that I tried earlier, I was getting around 1670 FPS, which was insane, really. So I can just about see the airport there in the distance, but I don't think we're gonna get down quick enough, so I'm just gonna take a slight detour. This is going to be a little bit of a short stream, really. Just a short flight. For me, it was just a test to see what kind of audience I get this time of night, and also I thought, for some of you who have been to on the channel before, be good for you to see the new version of Explain. Just a sneak preview, I guess. Eric, no, I haven't got the sound pack actually. Do you think it's worth it? Really? Makes a hell of a difference, does it? Interesting. Joshua, yeah, we don't often get dry weather here, so although it looks dry, yeah, it might be a different story when I descend a little bit further down. Steve, this is the Neo 320 or 320 Neo. It's not the final version, it's beta 2, I think. So I noticed in this update the map is a little bit glitchy. Like I think it was beta 10 or 11, we had the same sort of issue. Okay, so I think that's all good. Okay, so set the LS. There's a runway right there to our right. So I think we can probably start making a turn. I have a feeling the ILS system's not going to be working, because that's something else I noticed the other day. Well, whether it's fixed in this version, I don't know. It could be just the payware aircraft. Yeah, for me it's 1 AM Saturday morning here in the UK. So for some of you guys it's still Friday. That's bizarre. Awesome. 2-week break. That's really good. Lots of time for simming then. Yeah, it seems as though my ILS is not going to, my glide slope and localizer is not going to perform like I hoped, but it's okay. As long as the visibility stays okay as it is, we should be alright. Let's do manually fly it from here, I think. Yeah, it's definitely buggy, this 320 in this update. So you can see when I'm turning here, it's trying to correct it. Not sure why, but there we go. So the flight controls are a little bit odd.
Speed check, flaps 1.
2,500.
Okay, switch off auto throttle as well. Let's get
Speed
this
is not
beast
okay
down.
for next flaps position. Spoilers full.
I don't play any other sims actually, but I may do, especially if they do go ahead and release P3D in 64-bit. That's the rumour. So I'll be keen to see what that's like. Obviously I'll try it out first. If it's not that exciting, I probably won't bother.
Speed check, flaps 2.
Terrain. Pull up.
So it's giving me a terrain warning, even though I'm on the glide path. To be fair, the ground around here is quite low.
Terrain. Pull up.
Okay,
Speed
so
check,
I
flaps
think
3.
we
Gear
can
down.
bring the undercarriage down now.
Speed check, flaps
1,000.
full.
Yeah, it's quite cloudy. I've not tried Truck Simulator actually. Seen videos of it and whatever. It does look interesting. I'm not sure if it's my kind of thing really. Yeah, it's quite cloudy actually. It's not too bad. Although I seem to be getting some sort of downdraft here. That's okay. It's looking okay. That's the main thing.
500.
Yeah, that's right. The license in P3D
400.
is a bit of a joke.
300.
They must be making a lot of money from that, I should imagine.
200.
Not that Lockheed Martin really need money. Should really concentrate on this landing,
100.
shouldn't I?
50, 40, 30, 20.
It's a bit heavy, a bit shaky. It's okay, we're safe. Not sure if we're going to stop in time here. Whoa! Yeah, that's it looks like we're going to go down the hill. So yeah, don't do that, guys. You know what? I've done this landing many, many times. And I've never done this. So what I'm doing now, this is obviously deliberate. Yeah, right. I'm just showing you the countryside of Bristol, which is pretty cool, isn't it, guys? Yeah, so I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. So we're, yeah, well off the runway. We almost went in that woods there, trees, very close. Still not too bad, was it, guys? So go ahead, rate it out of 5. No, please don't. So I've blown a tyre apparently, which is not bad really considering, because I think probably would have made a lot more damage in a real thing if I actually did that. So just before I call it a night, I'm just going to show you this airport, because it's a pretty cool airport. Yeah, this is a payware. It's Echo Golf Golf Delta. It's pretty cool. I really like it here. And you can see the city in the background there, and the channel, and another city over there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a nice place. If you want to see what it looks like in the day, let's make it a bit brighter. There we go. In fact, let me just disable X-Enviro so you can see what my scenery looks like. There we go. So I'm using Bing Maps for my scenery. And I've still got 3D objects as well, like autogen, buildings and trees and all that sort of thing. Which is pretty cool. Anyway, unfortunately that ended not as I planned, but anyway, the main thing, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. As I say, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and join, go ahead and sign up to the Facebook page. Let me just link that again if you haven't. There we go. Go ahead and join that. And I'll be on, hopefully, if not tomorrow, Sunday. Thank you all for joining, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care, guys.